New at 10, we are launching a brand new weekly series that focuses on a danger that's plaguing communities coast to coast. Southeast Texas is no exception. It is an epidemic, sometimes visible, other times hidden, oftentimes deadly. Every Wednesday night right here, you will hear all about the work that goes on daily in Southeast Texas fighting drugs and violence. Tonight, an introduction to DEA fighting on the front lines. This wall of honor is the focus of a lobby at a nondescript Houston office building, a memorial to those agents with the Drug Enforcement Administration who made the ultimate sacrifice, killed in the line of duty in a decades-old battle. A memorial for those who died from drugs could easily fill every wall in this building. The DEA's work goes on in Beaumont every day.
Every day, largely unseen.
Eric Smith is the Associate Special Agent in charge of the DEA. In the coming weeks, you'll get to know him and his vast knowledge about threats our community faces. It's not just meth, the opioid crisis, or the latest potency of fentanyl. It is the drug trafficking and the violence that comes with it. All reasons the DEA in Southeast Texas has a clear mission.
Disrupting and dismantling the organizations that are responsible for trafficking the poison in our communities and on our streets here in the U.S.
And you say poison because it can be deadly.
More often than not, it is deadly. It's highly toxic, extremely addictive, and often deadly.
The DEA is one of 4 major law enforcement components of the Department of Justice, along with the FBI, ATF, and U.S. Marshals Service.
The Houston Division is divided into 2 regions, eastern and western regions. The eastern region consists of the city of Houston proper, and it includes our enforcement operations in Galveston and Beaumont as well.
Houston is one of the DEA's largest field divisions in the country, but the DEA Beaumont office is busy in its own right.
The Beaumont office represents our biggest footprint in the Eastern District of Texas.
Especially because of its location. Interstate 10 is notorious for drug trafficking, a corridor fueling an epidemic.
As I like to say sometimes, we're not in the business of making felons out of victims. And people that are users are addicts, and they're a victim of substance abuse disorder. That's not who our focus is on. Our focus is on the people that push that onto them.
From May 2019 to May 2020, a record amount of drug deaths took place across the country. More than 81,000 according to the CDC, skyrocketing during the pandemic. 81,000 reasons why the DEA is fighting on the front lines. So that's just an introduction. Our exclusive weekly partnership with the DEA provides a public service. Each week we'll feature a small part of the large work that goes on at DEA, whether it's a lethal counterfeit pill hitting our streets, maybe a big drug seizure with the DEA working with the local sheriff's office here, or perhaps it could be a drug cartel member prosecuted in federal court in Beaumont. The topics will vary each week. There's a lot to talk about. DEA fighting on the front lines each Wednesday night at 10 o'clock here on KFDM 6 News. And coming up on